Oh, what's up? What's up, Damon? What's up, Mateus? My mic was muted. You trading today? I'll trade today, yeah. Probably be a little bit more cautious. Might only trade an eval, for example. Price limit at 16,662. Good, Joseph. Good, Montessor, Cairo, Peter, Ziki. Guys, what's up, brother? That 16,662. Yep, if you're trading with a prop firm, don't trade any funded accounts at this price or below. Yeah, just don't. Simple. Yeah, I'm gonna buy some more Nvidia and AMD today. I'm gonna wait to see if I'm probably gonna wait. I feel like we'll probably make a lower low because of these Asia lows, so it might actually move lower eventually today. So I'm not gonna trade them yet. But I will look to get in more positions, buy another 5 shares of each. Just have to be patient, you know. It might take 6 months, but eventually price will rally as the projections become better. What's the price limit rule for top step X I just got here? Price limit rule is very simple, guys. If price is at 16,662 or below it, you cannot place or be in any trades on your funded account. Right? That's for most prop firms. That's all it is. Yeah, this is crazy. This is crazy markets. I've never seen. I don't think the world has ever seen any markets like this. Yeah, okay, today. Is it the same for Alpha? Yep, it's the same for all prop firms. It's your birthday? Happy birthday, Rosalie. 16,662. It's 662. They haven't accepted your KYC. Send them a message in their Discord, bro. They'll get back to you ASAP. They'll tell you what's going on. Let's go, Great Lakes. Yeah, I saw your message, Cairo. Yeah, I didn't get a chance to reply though. Did it approve for Apex? Yes. It's all. I'm pretty sure every single prop firm has this rule. At least to some degree. Yeah, I'll trade. I don't mind trading. Or by the way, guys, you can trade evaluations. On evaluations, that rule does not exist. You showing the 1 minute chart? Sure. My birthday too. Happy birthday, guys. I'm pretty sure Apex is 5. I'm pretty sure they're almost all 5, but I'm not sure. You can trade after Wednesday? Of course, those are the best days. Not on Alpha? Nope, on Alpha as well. So I mean, you have guys. It's still 400 points away. So I mean, unless you're planning on holding a short for 400 points, you'll be good. Yep, it's in their Discord. 16662. Okay. I think for the most part, I'm just gonna. No, there's no limit rule on evals. I think for the most part, we're just gonna trade on the eval. We gotta pass these accounts anyway. Do you think now's a good opportunity to buy stocks? I don't want to give anyone advice to buy stocks because I don't want them to buy and then it goes lower and they start freaking out. But is price cheap? Yeah. Do you believe in the company's long-term potential? Then buy. That's all it is. Simple. I'm personally going to be buying. Just don't put all your money into one, you know. Don't put all your money into one stock and in one session, right? Give yourself a chance to dollar cost average your position. Okay, For now, I think, I mean, unless I'm not opposed to trading the funded, but I'm not opposed to trading my fundeds, but for now, I'll just stay signed into the evals. If the high time open the time I don't use time frame alignment, but if you're bearish or in a PD rate you're expecting to reject, sure, you can look for a 1 minute CISD. What's the problem with trading fundeds now? The only reason I don't want to trade a fund is because this market is crazy. That's literally it. I can't even probably enter a trade with multiple micros. I'm gonna have to use one. But I mean, it's not the end of the world. Maybe 2 micros. You don't care about today being no news Monday? What do you mean I don't care? What does that mean? What's up, 2Js? You're getting 200 points, 1 minute candles? Yeah, man. That's what I'm saying. ES look higher time liquid. That's why I was asking. And of course, not financial advice. Hi, guy. Do you think it's a good opportunity? No, I agree with you, bro. Are you gonna de-risk? I will be more cautious. I might not even trade the fundeds. What do I think will happen? We'll cover bias, but like I said, so for the most part, these next couple days, you guys are gonna come and you're gonna ask me. You guys are gonna ask me bias. My bias is gonna be very simple. We're gonna look for intraday price objectives. So maybe these relative equal lows, maybe these relative equal lows that are really easy to aim for. Maybe these relative equal highs that rest around 50% of the new week opening gap. Things as such. I'm not gonna have a clear daily bias, right? I mean, you really can't. We're pretty much all-time lows for the most part. So right now, what do I think is gonna happen? Well, order flow has been primarily bullish ever since we took out Asia lows. London's expanded. This could be potentially your low of day. Just the way that this is printing, right? Just could be your low of day. This could also be your high of day. I can see both scenarios right now, if I'm being honest. So we'll kind of just have to wait. You can trade on alpha. Guys, it doesn't matter if we hit the price limit. We've already hit it multiple times. You can still trade as long as you're not trading. Listen, this is the range you guys can't trade. You can't trade at the red line and below. What's up, Ryan? I'm good, bro. Can we trade with the pro firm? No, it's any prop firm funded. Are we, as long as we're not in the 5%? Exactly, bro. So right now you're fine. You can't trade if we hit the red. The limit on ES is 4854. I'll draw a red line as well. So this is the pricing limit on ES if you trade ES. Depends to go to alpha, advanced 50K, get paid, and buy money. That was a good plan, bro. Good plan. Maybe I should do another giveaway for people who use my code. I've been watching a while. I've never seen you take a trade, which is good. I'm not sure what you're talking about, bro. We've taken trades most days, but I don't know, man. I'm ahead of not trading. I'll be back for the recap. Appreciate you guys. What time is US economic release? There's nothing much today. The number Frank Q is 16662. You trade only model PO3? Yes. What about Apex? Will be the same, brother. Can you explain the pricing limit? We cannot take trades on eval. On evals, you're fine. Don't worry about evals. If you're on a funded, You cannot trade at 16662, meaning you cannot have any positions open. You cannot open any positions at this red line or below on a funded account with prop firms. No unicorn model, only PO3. Unicorn's an entry model. Evals, it's fine. Yes. I'm gonna double check that, but I'm like 99% sure. You think it's likely to fill the opening gap and come back down? I think we're likely to take out this low. I don't want to try and predict because I wouldn't be surprised if 930 just went, you know? Like, I don't want to try to predict what's going to happen at 930. It's been pretty crazy recently. So I kind of have to wait and see what happens at 930. Oh, so you apparently you can't even trade evals, guys. No evals either, guys. What's up, Grant? The pricing limit rule is very simple. It's yeah, we've never had an issue because we've never seen it since 2008. But the pricing limit rule it's a CME rule, so it's not a prop firm rule for the most part. It derives from an actual rule from like CME futures. You saw TikTok? Yeah, that TikTok's wrong. I just asked Alpha support. So I just wouldn't trade. The rule is simple. Basically, when Nasdaq is at 5% of its settlement price on the last day, so settlement price would be like around like 4:30 last night. If it's 5%, right now, obviously I don't know exactly where they calculated it off of, but if it's 5%, from previous day's settlement, you're not allowed to execute any trades at that level. The reason it's 5% is because the CME group, the CME exchange, has a 7% rule, right? So what do prop firms do? They say if it reaches 5%, they're gonna, like, that's where their prohibited trading is. It pretty much never happens, but we've had it 3 days in a row now, which is pretty insane. This is pretty insane. But no evals, no fundeds. So basically, to make it simple, you cannot trade at or below 5% change from previous day's settlement. So on Nasdaq, that's 16662. You can't trade at that level or below on any accounts, fundeds or evaluations. Alpha supports Vietnam. Let me ask. Babaz. You can trade live. You can trade. Guys, I'm not gonna. Okay, last time, I swear, bro. Last time. You can trade until price reaches 16662 or below. Close any positions before this level. Do not open any positions at or below this level on any fundeds or evals. That's the rule for alpha futures. I know. I'm assuming Top Step has the same rules because they're pretty much the exact same. But if you want to go ahead and risk it, you can go ahead. It's up to you. I'm personally just not gonna do it. For CME, it's 7%, but for prop firms, it's 5%. Yes. For CME, if it reaches 7%, they literally halt trading. They literally will like halt trading. I asked Alpha support. I can't speak for every single prop firm, guys, but I'm sure the big 5-6 have the exact same rule. It's a pretty generic rule. I know most of them have the 5% rule. I'm assuming for most people, it applies on evals. No, it's not good for evals. Not for alpha, at least. On alpha, you cannot trade evals or, guys, you can't ask me every single prop firm. If you don't know for sure, then just don't risk it because it's not like a soft rule. Like, it literally, if it reaches this line, it will blow your account. They will breach it if it's against the rule. No, unfortunately, Vietnam is not an alpha future. Sorry, brother. I would recommend Top Step. All right, we're gonna minimize chat. Guys, if you don't know, then just don't risk it or just go find out. Simple, all right? Anyways, let's minimize chat. So we've marked out high of day and low of day. We're inside the daily range right now. Looks like we're making a run to midnight open where we could potentially look for longs. Just an idea. I'm not really bullish, but we'll see. Um, we'll stay on the 15-minute for now. Kind of just want to see what 9:30 does before I make any definitive. Well, obviously nothing definitive, but I want to see what 9:30 does. I think we probably dump at open. So I'm not gonna buy any shares. I feel like we just get aggressively lower at the open. I don't know. I do plan on buying 5 more shares of Nvidia and AMD. Not gonna do so just yet because I feel like we could maybe dump. So let me actually make a new tab. I can just keep a little track of Nvidia's pricing. So far it's trading higher. All right, pretty uneventful opening. We didn't really get that accumulation pre-market anyway, so definitely going to be a little bit cautious and patient here. We have to wait for some liquidity to engineer, and then we run. Yeah, just got to be patient. Yes, Luigi, you can only trade if it's above the pricing limit. You going back to sleep? Yeah, you buy data NQ from CME? Yes, brother. Did you use Venom model? I don't know. That's too aggressive for me. FTMO? No, you're good. This 5% rule on funding pit. If you trade Forex firms, you're good. Don't worry. If you trade Forex firms, you are good. Someone said he's going back. Yeah, markets are cooked. Don't blame you. What's the time for me? I'm in Eastern time, brother. So same as NASDAQ. Same as a stock market on Eastern time. Nope, does not apply to FTMO. Top step evals? I'm not sure, brother. I know they apply to alpha evals. So if you want to be safe, it probably applies to both. Why don't I like the Venom model? It's just too aggressive. I like that discount 30-minute it could come to. Yeah, I mean, right now, I want to see potential run to midnight opening price. Maybe retouch the order block here. Could be showing me midnight here. I want to see a run to midnight opening. Whether or not I can be a participant in that run, I'm not sure. I want to see a run to midnight opening. I wouldn't be opposed to taking longs later, but we just kind of have to see. I mean, if we're going to go lower, these relative equal lows are very clean. We also have an open 15-minute fair value gap here. We have this low, which rests inside the fair value gap. Always a nice objective. A low that's inside of a fair value gap. So we can annotate those two. But I don't know if we're going to find an ability to get in. Yeah, then you're good at you, but only applies to futures trading. Well, we didn't have any accumulation pre-market, so this open kind of makes sense. It's just sideways. I would want to see it go sideways. Maybe there's a world where we form a 15-minute trade up into it and then the macro goes lower. That'd be a high probability trade if it forms. We'd have to be pretty slow in the 5 minutes delivery though. This is just your sell side. Rejecting off New York Open. We have a huge RTH gap. This might just dump now. Too aggressive for me to enter, but could just dump. You can trade as long as we're above this red line. Simple. Simple, simple. Oh, this is really slow. We're just gonna wait this out. Maybe wait for something inside the macro. Might be the best thing for us. How do you know that? It's calculated at 5% of previous day settlement. No, the rule's never new. It's just it literally never happens. It just never happens. The red line is the pricing limit rule. Guys, it's so simple. You cannot trade or have any trades open at 5% of previous day's settlement. That number is 16662 on the NASDAQ and 4854 on ES. At that red line, it'll breach your account, Taffy. It's a hard breach. Simply do not hold any trades. Why not? It's a rule. Why do they have that rule? It's because the CME exchange has a 7% rule. Prop firms mimic that rule with a 5% rule. That's all it is. That's what I'm saying, bro. This is live pricing limit explanation, bro. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing today. I don't think it's good on TopStep. I'm assuming Alpha and TopStep have the exact same rules in this sense because they both have the 5%. It's with every futures firm. It's only on futures firms. If you don't trade futures, you don't have to worry. There's midnight opening price. How much you trading? What's the yield on TP? I'm looking to risk $100 on 2 accounts to make anywhere from, let's just say 200. I'm looking to make 2R. So if you want to add up all the accounts, what's the what's the price limit? 16662. So if I hold short to the 4850, I'll be locked. No, you're not going to be locked in the trade. They're just going to blow your account later. Depends on the prop firm, but for Alpha, and I'm pretty sure for TopStep. If you guys don't know, it's for futures. But if you don't know, if you trade Apex or My Funded Futures or I don't know what Tradeify, just if you don't know, well, don't risk it then. Oh my God, Ryan, that's funny. Well, not really funny. All right, no more questions on the pricing limit, guys. There's midnight opening. This indicator is lacking, bro. Show me my midnight opening. This trades that. This is what happens when we don't have accumulation pre-market. We're gonna be at 5% again. Trading view laggy. I mean, I don't think it's laggy for me. I wanted to take a short to these lows, but it doesn't look like we're gonna get an opportunity. Can I still trade evals? Not with alpha, and I'm pretty sure not with top step. What is pricing limit rule? The rule states if you trade with prop firms in the future space, you cannot trade at 16662 or below. Someone in chat said you can trade evals with top step, so if I don't know if they're, yeah, you guys ever heard of ChatGPT, bro? Just ChatGPT it, man. But you guys never Google something? Why do I have NVIDIA and AMD? I'm looking to buy more today. Someone said you can trade evals with top step. Well, there you go. If you want to go with that information, you can. These candles are insane. You just took scalp, made it stagnant 30 USD. We're so close to the pricing limit. I appreciate you, Nico, for reminding me, but we're so close to pricing limit, and I wanted to take a short, and we're already moving, so that's why I'm more laid back. Should I invest for long term tomorrow or today? I'm personally gonna wait to buy more positions once we come down here, so I'm not gonna do it yet, but it's up to you. What do you do when the moves are so big? You have to put less sides on your trade. Yeah, realistically, if toxic, I would. If we hit the pricing limit, I would. What's crude oil saying? How has crude oil been reacting to all this? Okay, so the same. How's gold? Bro, gold is so bullish, it doesn't even look like it dumped. It just looks like... That's funny, bro. That's so funny. Gold doesn't even look bearish. It's just been so bullish recently that it just looks normal. That's actually funny. Okay, well, we have the 15-minute fair value gap. I don't know what the chances of us coming up all the way there. Does it apply to evals? It depends on your firm. What's the price limit rule? You cannot trade at or below the red line. There is a sell side. Yeah, we didn't really find a model here. There is no model, like it just dumped. How many times the question can be asked? Probably every single time, bro. At this point, sell or buy? Can't do either right now. It's not new. It's always been there. It's just no one knew about it because it literally never forms. CME's price limit is 7%. We're not using the 7% rule because we trade with funded. We have to use 5%. I mean, we took out sell side. I don't really want to go long though, if I'm being honest. Take profit trace has to look at CME. Then maybe their rule is 7%. Not sure. You'd have to ask and find out. Yeah, but it doesn't really matter, Toppy. We hit this red line, we really can't trade. Can we use net change? No. It's not about this number you see on NASDAQ. Well, actually, it might be. Oh yeah, I think you can just look at this, bro. It's right there. What happens when the line gets hit? Nothing. I won't be able to take any trades at or below. As long as it's above Toffee, you're fine. What happens when the line gets hit? Nothing happens. %7. 7% would be right here. 327. Now I'll tell you guys something. If price reaches this red line, CME will literally close trading. Like you won't. CME group will close trading. I guess we can monitor a CISD here. I don't know. I really don't. I'll probably take it on the eval if it forms. I think it's for 10 minutes or 15 minutes. Price will stop printing. To be honest, I don't know exactly what's gonna happen because I've never seen it before. But that's what they say. 15 minutes of halted price action or something. I'm not trading minis, don't worry. We trade eval. Depends on your firm. I don't know. Ollie, it's the same thing, brother. This is 5% from the original value. If you add 2% to it, it's just gonna be 7% from the original. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like the model's gonna form, but you just have to be like, whoa, what the hell? Like, am I gonna really target these equal highs? Is it possible? It's possible. I'm not gonna lie. No, this is it. Alright, bro. I swear to God, I'm gonna say it one more time, bro. Pricing halts at 7%. Pricing halts at 7%. Prop firms have a 5% rule, where if it's 5%, because it's too close. If it's 5%, you're not allowed to trade your funded account. And for some firms, your evaluation account as well. Don't ask me about your firm. I don't know the rules for every firm. I know the rules for my firm. All right, because I did the research. Just kidding. I just asked them and they told me. So I really don't want my model to form here, but we'll see. Getting some pretty good displacement. We're also trading back into a 15-minute bearish. I feel like it's higher probability shorts. Where did you find the 7% rule of CME? I just made it up, bro. I just made it up. It's all fake, actually. Where did I find it? You can look at the CME website if you want to find out their rules and what they do when price reaches the pricing limit. Just search up pricing limit CME index futures. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to take a long in this 15-minute SIBI. Wouldn't be opposed to taking a short. Target age of lows, which I can't. We can target the pricing limit, I guess. I'm not comfortable really taking any longs, if I'm being honest. Can it go higher? Yeah. Am I comfortable taking any longs? Nah. Not really. I don't think I can take any longs. Either it shows me it's going to go lower or I don't take a trade. Birthday to me got funded 53K. Nice. Yeah, the setup is nice. I'm not going to doubt the setup. Just That's the 15. It'll probably come and take out the 932 high. Could be range bound in this opening range as well. Maybe 3K off that reversal. Brother, this was not a reversal. It could be, but you just took a long, targeted, whatever. That was like, that's 300 points. That's crazy. I got you, bro. I got you. Oh. I wouldn't mind a higher high. I mean, I wouldn't mind a protraction model to take out these equal highs, but yeah, it doesn't look like it'll form. So ES a little bit behind. Ideally, we just align shorts. Macro starting now. I mean, it could reverse. I would expect the equal highs on a high of day if it's going to move higher. Of course, that's 600 point move. That's crazy. But if it shows us that it wants to continue lower, I'm not opposed to taking shorts. I don't really want to take any longs, so. Even if I did want to take longs, the entry would have been like here. Stop would have to be here. Like this would be my trade. Not the best trade. I literally can't even take the long if I wanted to. To put my stop where it needs to be, I'd have to risk over 300. I couldn't even take it if I wanted to. So. Good, Albert. Did I breach? No, you should be good. I like this 3-minute. 300 point stop loss. I know. Well, $300 for 1 micro. Filling up the high of that 15-minute Fibby. Actually, correct annotation like this. So almost at -1 deviations. If you overpass, but don't overpass, bro. Close. Your discount code got me luck. You know what? That's the power of duoship right there. I like this 3-minute. If you can inverse this. Oh, it's your first funded? Well, my advice to you, if you're first funded, I would start off by risk the smallest amount. Just until you get a little bit used to the emotions that may be behind a funded. Especially in markets like this. CPI and FOMC this week as well, not a probable week. I love trading CPI though. CPI is great. PPI, CPI. It's going to be good price action in the later half of the week, in my opinion. Trading on the mini. Yeah. Getting back into the new week opening gap there. I'll trade FOMC afternoon, not morning. Even if I wanted this, like, this would have been my trade. If, like, let's say I was bullish and I followed my model, my entry would have been filled on this wick somewhere. So let's say here, my stop would have to be here, and my TP would be here. I would have had to risk 154 points. So couldn't even take the trade if I wanted to. But I don't think I would have, even if it was less. Maybe if it was less, actually, because it's possible. Anyways, we're looking at Asia and London highs, or pre-market highs, I guess. That -2 standard deviations aligns with 50% opening range gap. I wouldn't be opposed to taking a long like this if it wants to form it for us. Maybe 10 a.m. power of 3 continuation idea. But if it just goes straight up, there's not much we can do. Yo guys, look, I'm about to blow all your guys' minds. Ready? Look in the video on the 6 month. It's gonna start wicking the 6 month fair value gap. Hear me out. Let it load. Which one do you recommend using? Watch my most recent video on TikTok. You'd probably choose Alpha Futures yourself. Alright, bro, we broke trading view. Look at this, boys. 6 month fair value gap on the video. Equal highs. Lock in. Almost there. We're almost at Asia and London highs. I wouldn't mind a protraction long, but I was bearish until the sell side. Then we took out the sell side, and I was scanning for potential long, but didn't really give us any way that we could get in on the trade. But we took out my objective. It's a midnight opening and this low that's inside the fair value gap. And then from there, potentially longs. But either way, couldn't have taken the trade. Stop loss was too large. It took exactly like you said it would have taken. Yeah, literally went exactly. Yeah, you could have used the breaker. It still probably would have been too much if you took the CISD. Like, it's 143. Like, yeah, you can. Could have taken it on an eval with 1 micro if I really wanted to. But, like, what's the point? It's just not worth it, in my opinion. Yeah, you're right. It's a good trade. I'd rather wait for a continuation. It'll be higher probability if it forms, and if it doesn't form, then it is what it is. Didn't really offer any sentiment. You can trade whatever you want as long as we're not at the red line. You're good to trade. I don't know, but this 15-minute candle gives me hope. Top Step X or Trade Bait. I use Top Step X personally. Yeah, you could have taken inversion of first presentation if you wanted. Your stop would have been a little bit better. Only 93 points, so you could have risked a micro for $200. You think we could go higher? I think we'll hit the green line, and then from there, it's hard to say. From there, we could see 100% opening range gap, which is up here. I have marked out previous weeks 20 and 30% respective. It's possible. It's a large move. Green line is Asia highs, resting at 50% opening range gap. Sorry, new week opening gap. Could look at the opening range gap as well. 550 points. We're already past half. There's -2 standard deviations. There's Asia and London highs. What was your reasoning for waiting on the CISD? That's my confirmation for a reversal model. I won't trade any reversals if there's no CISD or at least a breaker. It has to be one or the other. Red line is the pricing limit rule number. What's the price for the price limit rule? It's 16662. You probably will be good for the rest of the session. I don't see us coming back all the way down, but I guess it's possible. You never know. What is that? It's simply the number you cannot trade or hold any trades on if you're trading funded accounts. ES still has London and Asia highs. We'll probably get there or close to it. 2.5. Wow, what is this, man? Like, we're just... NVIDIA's green. Even on Alpha? I'm pretty sure it's on every prop firm. But yes, for sure on Alpha and Top Step. I'm pretty sure the other firms run it as well. Did you buy? No. I didn't even buy AMD or NVIDIA. Why can't I trade on it? It's just a rule. You cannot trade at 5% fluctuation of previous day's settlement. Like, doesn't let you. No, you can. It'll be a breach. You're not allowed to trade at 5% change. Would I even want to take a continuation long? There's some sort of clear RTH level. Full gap closure is the only thing that makes sense to me. What happened to our gap? Why isn't it not marked out anymore? We'll mark out opening range gap high. That's like it'd be like my final objective on the day if we do get there. All right. That's far though. That's really far. Wow, we closed at 6. Wow. I don't know about that. But maybe we can. How do you find the 5%? I just asked Alpha Futures. But if you want to calculate it yourself, go to previous day settlement. Calculate 5%. I mean, maybe this 5-minute bullish fair value gap, if we want to scan for a long idea. Safe to say the macro delivered. You just got what? Didn't you just, weren't you in longs? I mean in calls? That's funny. Big time bearish SMT. I mean, sure. If you're bearish, you can view it that way. They're scared with the 5% because it's too close to the 7% rule, which is the 7% rule is CME. Yes, 150 activation fee, Rosalie. The CME rule is 7%. If Nasdaq dumps 7% in one day, it'll stop, like they'll halt trading. What's previously settlement? Like the closing price of last day. It's around 430 or something. Well, no protraction model offered. What's the rule called? Pricing limit. Do you have a code for TopStep? No. TopStep doesn't have any codes, unfortunately. But got alpha code. Are you investing during this? I am personally, yeah. It's a risky market, man. If people get like a little bit on tilt and they're like, you know what, let me just go one mini, you blow your whole account in like 2 seconds. You gotta be cautious. That if you're just gonna plan on eval, same as with you don't have to lose money. Just make another 1600 cryptics. Just make another 1600. You'll be fine. 1,000 point ranges. Yeah, it's crazy. Why are they scared? I don't know, bro. To be honest, this rule almost never gets in play because it literally never happens. It's just crazy that it happened 3 days in a row now. It pretty much never happens. Just happened to happen. You know. I think it's just because the volatility is so insane that they don't want anyone to trade and just get lucky. You know. For example, imagine you're on a live account and you're just like, screw it, let me just take a mini. You know. And then you make like 20K in one trade just because of the luck. They don't want people to be trading. Like, for example, here, if you just go long, you know if the market's down 5%, it's going to be seeing moves like this. If you took a mini on a move like this, you're making like insane amount, you know? One micro's 1,200, one mini's $15,000. They're not trying to pay someone that much. Yeah, you have to make some XOO. It's all good. I'm guessing that's what it is. I mean, that's what they say, I think. Yeah, there's a lot of rich traders who are getting margin called right now. They're being forced to like close their position. They have to either add money into their accounts. That's why I don't trade with margin personally. Or like hold anything with margin. It's too risky. Best time to buy funded once you're ready to pass, brother. When do I think they'll be back? Probably a week, two, maybe after April. No, there's no entries. If we get a protraction model, I don't mind. Something like this. Is 10K FTMO good first funded for Forex? Yeah. My alpha code is Gatie. Gatie. TradingView lagging, and not for me, but it is a little bit slow, I guess. So between alpha and top step, watch my most recent TikTok, and you'll probably want to choose alpha. Although, is it a big difference? To be honest, yeah, it is a pretty big difference. It is a pretty big difference. I would go with alpha. In a few years, we'll look back and be like, yeah, true. We'll be like, yo, remember when Trump dumped the market 3 days in a row, 5%? Is TradingView sharing position with master order book? No idea what that is. My last objective would be 100% opening new week opening gap. I guess you can look for previous week 20 and 30. There's no good entry models for me. For Forex that pays out, I'll use funded by traders. That's what I use. Whoa, AMD, Nvidia was just down. Now it's up $2 in one candle, bro. You telling me people are gonna start day trading options? 300 points on that one candle. 350. Bro, mark my words, bro. As soon as the candle has a green, as soon as the markets have a green day, Trump's gonna go live and be like, "I told y'all, it's not a crash." How many screens? I have 2 screens. There's -4. You almost shorted? Oh hell no, bro. That would have been so sad if anyone went short here. Imagine this is the bottom and we never go back. We all just witnessed the bottom. Yeah, it's possible, man. You never know. If we flip this new week opening gap, how is the damn stock market be green? It's crazy. I didn't buy any more AMD or Nvidia. I wanted it to go lower. Yo, what's crazy? This is what's crazy, guys. Look at NQ's chart and look at Nvidia's chart. It's literally the exact same. Like, we took out the low, we got a CISD inside the macro, and we delivered to high of the gap. Like, you're telling me I actually could have just day traded Nvidia here, bro? I could have risked $2. Previous day New York Open, 4.67. It's crazy. US1 contract micro, nice. Well, there's full gap closure. Previous week, 20 and 30%. These are levels I had going into Sunday. I marked out these 2 levels. TGIF from previous week because we didn't have that last week. I wonder what they're gonna blame this on. They just said Wall Street sets for heavy losses. S&P nears bear territory. Yeah. What are they gonna say now? I mean, we don't know if this is the lowest low, right? I mean, it's a crazy day though. I'll say that much. It's a crazy day. $750. We're almost at previous week 30%. Yo, what is this manipulation? Funded by traders or FUMO, they have the same rules, brother. Pretty much the same rules. Funded by traders is just cheaper. That's why I recommended them to you. I think they have 40% off right now, so that's crazy. Bro, this little guys, this little retracement that just happened was 200 points. What the hell, bro? Damn. One mini on the CISD. I don't want to know, bro. Previous week 30%. That's like my final objective higher. I mean, we have for Friday's high. If we get to a Friday's high today, I don't think we'll see lower prices. Nah, no trade. Nah, I don't know where I would have entered this trade, bro. We didn't take any trades yet, guys. I don't know how I'm gonna take one, to be honest. We might have to start trading Asia because Nasdaq's too volatile. I made 1.6 today. Are you on a funded or are you on an eval? How much is alpha? Yeah, alpha code's Gatie. How much is alpha futures? I think it's like 70 for the eval, 50K. Bro, am I? Hold on. Am I green on the video right now? Guys, I'm literally green on my Nvidia position. How is that even possible? How is that even possible? That's insane. No, that's actually insane. Now I wish I kind of bought more on the dollar cost average. I was going to, but I didn't expect these equal lows to hold. Well, your investment just paid off. If anyone purchased today, you're already up 5%, bro. That's actually crazy. Wait, 17% in one day? This is my whole investment, bro. This is my whole investment in one day. Like, what? Nah, that's crazy, bro. 10%? It's 17% from the low. 16.5. Yeah, that's crazy. I guess we just watch to remove these standard deviations. I'm gonna remove all my levels at this point, except 1873 Friday's high. I think we just acknowledge that we're literally witnessing markets that we're probably never gonna see again for like 5 years. I just want to see what they're gonna blame this on. They still haven't released any news. Oh, I get a 1% dividend on Nvidia? Sick. They haven't released any news yet. It's still, they don't even know how to react, bro. They don't even know what to say. They don't even know what to say, bro. They don't even know what to say. They're gonna blame a 90-day tariff pause. Don't tell me is that real? Did he actually pause them for another 90 days? There's no discount codes for Top Step, sorry. No, I don't know why I'm saying sorry, bro. They literally just never release a discount. Bro, I just want to see what the news. What are they gonna blame? What about alpha? My alpha code is Gatie, GATIE. Maybe we should run an exclusive. Ah, never mind. Listen, the second I click buy, I will dump the markets. You don't believe me? What do I expect in PM? You're gonna have to ask me in approximately 3.5 hours, bro. It's 10:15 a.m. How am I gonna predict 4 hours ahead? No, your account won't get breached. Yeah, we can get a retrace. Like, not how much. What do I expect in PM is crazy. Is alpha cheaper? It's $20 more expensive, but it's a lot worth it, in my opinion. Dakota might actually be moving the market. I'm not even joking. 90-day tariff pause. Of course they're gonna blame it on some random shit, bro. Standard or advanced? I personally use the standard when I get more payouts. Yes, 5% rules both ways, but we're not gonna go 5% up. Wait, we're 2.5% up. We're literally gonna have, we might actually make a 5% move higher. That's crazy. What levels will I be buying Nvidia at? What do you see in AMD? I bought both, and I'm already in both. Yeah. Might actually buy some more now, because it's still below my entry. When do I buy? I buy whenever I'm down. If I'm red, I buy. See, I'm not gonna buy now. I'm not gonna buy now. I'm not gonna buy now. I don't want to buy more now. I don't want to buy more now, and then we get something like, it's all fun until we just dump another insane amount. And I already have a pretty big position, because let me do some math here. Better safe than sorry. We shall hold. Where do you buy Nvidia? I use interactive brokers. You can trade today, Hussein, as long as it's. So just don't hold it for too long. You should be fine, brother. I guess I can tell you, yeah. I've been telling you guys in the Discord when I've been buying. Whenever it goes lower, significantly, somewhat, I just buy more. Um, I don't even know how we can go long. Buy the next inversion, 1 micro. Target Friday's high. Which candle? We can wait for 10:30, might be a little bit better. 10:15. You can't pass in 1 day, yeah. I don't know how we can do 1 micro even. Is there like a little micro? We'll have to trade 1 micro ES. I'm not opposed to finding a continuation here. You know what's happening? It's just fascinating. I don't believe all of ICT's posts, bro. If that first presentation failed, he just wouldn't have posted it. You know? That's just me. No trades yet. No, I definitely think it works. I just don't think ICT shows his losses. No face cam? You can't see my face cam? Appreciate you, Cordy. Yes, you can trade this range in Top Step, yeah. Right now we're at 0% fluctuation, so oh, it definitely works. It's all in the user. Not in the concept. You can't just long every single first presentation inversion. Yeah, this shit is so manipulated. What's happening on the charts? Just insane volatility. You just made 10% in the past 30 minutes? Nice. You manipulate the manipulating market. And change its value to someone uses on their server? Possible. 12-hour chart FCG? Yeah, you got it, bro. We'll see. I'm not opposed to getting in long on an inversion. 10:30 maybe. Protraction short? No. You'd have to look for a reversal short if you were bearish. If it did this, then it'd be a protraction short. Right now, in your opinion, can you go short? Because then it might give me an inversion to go long. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. I like this 2 minutes, 3 minute, 5 minutes forming. Inverse the inverse gap. I don't think there's a 90-day pause. Because companies already made their changes, bro. I don't even know how I'm supposed to long this. I don't even want to know. 350 point stop loss. Who do I look like? One micro on the eval? Not even worth it. Not even worth it. I don't even know how I can trade this. It's too much risk. You better enter with 0 drawdown, otherwise you better snipe that entry. How much is one tick on MNQ? It doesn't matter which platform, toss up, all the same. It's $2. One tick is 50 cents. One point is $2. 10:30 might be a little bit clean. No trades yet. Every day is a news day now. I guess so. Shorts right now, possible, but I'm waiting till 10:30 to provide me some more clarity. Hopefully. Any trades? Nope, no trades yet. I can't even get in even if I wanted to. The stop loss is just too large. You could use one micro. I could use one micro on an eval. It would be $600 on one micro. That's too much for me on an eval. It's not really worth it because this is the issue, guys. If I do the trade like this, right, I risk 600. Like, I guess then two R would be 1200. Like, I guess I could. It's not the worst. It's not the worst, but we'll see, man. We'll see. We shall see. There's 1030. There's 1030. All I know is if I did trade, I'd break even so fast. Whatever, something like this. And just hope it delivers one-sided. Not gonna do it. Like, that's just me being super safe. I'm not about to risk. Yeah, we'll just wait. Why is trading you different from trader bait? Up 1R? Sounds like a dub to me. It's 1030. We can frame a high probability PO3 at 1030 for like 1 or 2R. If we get closure below, we can take that. Stop the high. It might be a real-time data thing. And even partial. We long still. We touched the 15-minute bullish. We'll just watch this gap. We really can't enter with any drawdown. That would be a crazy trade. Not gonna lie. I could do one micro on an eval for something like this. If it inverses. One micro on the eval. I don't mind one micro on the eval here. Alright, we'll risk it on the eval. One micro. I'm not trading my funded today. I don't trust it on the fundeds. Why not wait for CSD? I don't need a CSD. It's still there. It's still bullish. The fact that we're up 350 ticks of that quickly, it's not even funny. Just put an SMT there. Perfect equal highs. When do you go break even? I don't know. We'll see. 3 candles moving 100 points? Yeah. Imagine if trading was always like this. Why'd you take a long? Why do you think? TVH, the one micro risk is not even that bad. You only risk 400. I've seen worse. I've seen worse. I'm out of the trade there, guys. Yep, I thought we were going to continue from the 15-minute bullish for value gap. I was wrong. But I didn't take it on any of my funded, so it's not too big of a deal. It's not too big of a deal. My fundeds are still safe. We risked it on the eval. We were wrong. It's all good. I probably expect this low to get taken, and then from there, we'll see. This actually would have been a pretty good short if you were bearish. Right here. 4-hour FEG respected. Yeah. This might be a good time to actually buy some more NVIDIA AMD. Did ES ever trade into the 15? Yeah, it did. My trading view broke. I'm locking my account. Yeah, I wouldn't. I'm assuming you mean funded. How's your funded? Funded's going good. Funded is going good. We're up. We're up on the fundeds. If I trade this, I'm locking my account. Fundeds are going good. Anyone on Top Step? I'm trading Top Step evals. Any trades today? We just took one loss on the eval. I tried long on the inversion. 15-minute bullish. What was your bias coming into the day? I wanted to see sell side this low. That was my like low-hanging fruit objective, and then from there, well, whatever happened, happened. Anyone can't use TradingView? You can use TradingView. I'm using TradingView. 1 micro and I lost 400. Yeah, that's why I didn't take it on my funded. It was too much risk. Too much risk on the funded. Gatie, tell me something to do today. Go on a walk and listen to some music. Walk and music, what do you think? Somehow profited $205 off that long. Nice. Did I win? No, we took one loss. On an eval only. I didn't trade my fundeds. Doesn't your model wait for the CISD as well? That's only for reversals. Took the same kind of trade with only 1 micro, but still lost 260. It is what it is. Not a big deal. Do you use trade? I use Top X and Alpha X. Your girlfriend for 4 years? Any motivation? I think that's motivation enough, brother, don't you think? What more do you need than that? I long that and somehow I'm up 800? Shit, bro. Good shit. We'll take it. We'll take it. The long could happen. I wouldn't mind risking another on an eval. Wouldn't mind risking again on the eval. Can you show me how I still have my funded? I have no idea, bro. What's the payouts like with Alpha? They're nice. This is Nasdaq. Yeah, I'd have to do another micro if I did. Is it time to buy AMD and Nvidia? We could wait for 1050 back row and see what happens if something's clear. It'll be my last trade idea. But again, only on the eval. Can you explain to me how I funded? You'd have to tell me the exact situation. I'm also kind of confused. I'm not too known. You probably just you didn't hit your max loss limit, brother. That's all it is. Nah, you didn't, bro. You didn't. We took one loss on the eval. I'm not trading my fundeds. I'll probably look for one more on the eval. Yeah, crazy day for sure. Crazy day. Yeah, I wanted to buy more down here. Like that was my original idea. I wanted to buy more here. Like when Nasdaq makes lower lows. I don't know if it will though. That was my plan. Looks like we might just fizzle out. FOMO got me. Dangerous market, brother. Yep, dangerous market. Are days like this gonna happen again? I have no idea. We haven't really seen many days like this before. You think more people want? Definitely more people lost today, bro. It's so easy to just be like, people will start gambling markets like this very easily because it's so volatile. Can I ever take a trade like scale down my protraction? Crazy like that. 15-second inversion. 5-second inversion. What do you guys think? 5-second inversion? Ooh. These lows are just too equal. I still kind of believe in longs. Well, maybe not. That wick is crazy. 15 looks a lot better. But we have some equal lows. Fair value gap with the OB. I wouldn't mind this on an eval again. I'd have to see an inversion. Why isn't trading do working? I don't know. It's working for me. Why not on the funded? It's just too dangerous, too manipulative. The candles are too large in range. Can't take partials. I can't even implement my full strategy, so there's really no point in trading the funded. It's just a little too aggressive. I'll just trade my evals, which obviously I don't really care about as much. So. Well, my TP is 1k points. Damn. We get an inversion here. I'll get in on this. Yeah, 122. We could actually risk 2 micros if we get it on the eval, not on the funded, obviously. How much funded capital do you mind? I think I have 300k right now. 400, 250. Okay, definitely, I think TP might get out early. Yeah, it's okay. You know, it doesn't have to go to your final objective for you to be in a winning trade. I want to view this as the inversion. Now the risk is way more. The risk 150. We could just take the inversion here. Want to be more aggressive. It is definitely more aggressive. Do we have a CISD? We don't have a bullish CISD, so we're still bearish. Trade would look something like this if we took it. Something like that. I don't even think. Bearish wave 5 is activated. What's activated? That 10% move was because Trump. I don't think he actually paused them. I think that was fake. I think that was fake. We didn't get the inversion there. It looks pretty bullish. I don't know. We have to see. It's too sideways. The macro's coming. Maybe the macro will clear something up. The White House said it's fake. I think it is fake, yes. I feel like this just spooled higher. This month? Yes, we're up on the month on the funded. Okay, let me double check that. Yeah, we're up. I think we only took 2 trades last week. Your trading view is not working. It's probably a sign that you shouldn't trade. I think that's a good sign. What do you guys think? Good sign? Good sign? Our house released a statement. Did they actually? Nobody's trading these working? I mean, mine's working. I think, right? I don't see anything wrong with mine. Take care, Carol. Yours is broken. Will be. Put in perfect equal lows. See if we get the inversion here. Ball pattern. You pass though? We take it. We take it. Oh, that's literally what it is, huh? Hold on, I can make a funny video out of this. Should I? Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. If we get long on this OB, just be a protraction long. Not my style though. See you tomorrow. Pass another alpha combine. Let's go. How many you got? 3 now? Or 2? Or is this your first? I didn't get filled in a 1 to 3 in the 15-minute busy shit, bro. Damn, bro. I guess you just gotta just gamble and blow the account now. What are you gonna do, man? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? That's why the model protects you. Yeah, we didn't get the inversion. People draw it like this. No, include the volume imbalance. We never inversed. We never inversed the fair value gap. Looks like we might be stuck in this range with equal highs and lows. It's hard to say where price will go. Right now, it looks like it'll take the highs, but it's only because we're closer. Those lows got taken? Oh, they did. I didn't see that. I would have, that's what I was looking for. Because I wanted longs from the 15-minute, right? That's the long we took over here. Became lower. I guess I wouldn't be opposed to something like this if it gives it to us on the eval. Yeah, I'll take a trade live if my model forms live. $9.44. $9.44 is so aggressive, and it didn't even inverse. Oh, I guess it did inverse the bottom one. I mean, if you really want to be aggressive, yeah, you can go for something like that. Too aggressive for me, but market is so wild indeed, yeah. I'm tempted to buy more. No, it's not even, there's not even a dollar cost average. Ooh. I think we can see higher highs. At least some point. Maybe not this session. Yeah. So I think we were right about the longs, just we just got souped out with the bad entry. Could have been more patient in the macro, I guess. But this would have been, this is where I would break even. Anyone who was asking me, this is where I would have broke even. So we're break even on the evals. Yeah, wave 4 is bullish correction. Wave 5 is last bearish wave. 61 point. Yeah, I don't know about all that stuff, bro. I think we'll probably have to call it there. I don't see, because, I mean, would I take a protraction now? I don't want to sit here and wait for another protraction, to be honest. We'll see if it forms right now or not. If it forms right now, I wouldn't be opposed. I would take a 1R. Ramona cracked the code. Yep, everyone follow Ramona. I have a Discord, yes sir. Should be in somewhere below or in the caption. We're doing a giveaway in the Discord, by the way. If you guys don't know, we're doing a giveaway. 2 accounts, Alpha Futures. You max funded with eval? Nice, bro, nice. That's it now. 3 wins, milk your payouts, bro. Every 2 weeks, I want to see a payout, all right? 3 wins, bro. That's all it takes. 3 consistent wins. That's it, bro. Make a P&L chat? Should I make a P&L chat in my Discord? Yeah, I'll make one, bro. Can you do at Insta and tell him to make one? That guy's goated, bro. Try and make him. Nope, you don't need a buffer with alpha. If we get an OB here, I don't mind this. We have to get an OB though. Then I'd expect continuation. If we don't get an OB, it probably just goes lower and stays inside this range. If we get an immediate OB, I'll take it on my eval. Yeah, I don't mind a P&L. I don't mind a P&L chat. That's a good idea. On Tradeovate, all you have to do is sign into Tradeovate, and it should just pop up right there. Stubborn with longs? No, it's just bullish order flow. I don't want to take any shorts right now. I'm not convinced it's gonna go lower. If it gives me the OB, I'll try it. If not, we'll call it. Simple. How to put your name in the chart? It's an indicator called AGFX watermark. I'll make a P&L section. At least today was almost one-sided. Nice trends. Yeah, it was a pretty nice day. You could have played both sides today. You could have just played the range. On the funded note, we didn't take any trades. We took 1 trade on the eval. It was a loser. It was a loser on the eval. You trading ES or NQ? I trade NQ. Oh. Belt on 7,996 shorts into your previous averages. What do you mean? Did you short it, or is it an idea that you're considering? Do we have SMT at Friday's high? No. We didn't have SMT at Friday's high. This is Friday's high. Check the 15. Where can I get an eval? I would do alpha futures. Trump wrote on X. What did he say on X? Why do I think it's bullish? Just because we tested 15-minute bullish and we started trading higher on the one. Order flow right now is bullish. If we're going to get an internal to external here, the range expands higher. There's no signs of anything bearish yet on this specific interval. Could it go lower? Yeah, if I was bearish, it'll probably inverse this fair value gap. You could take a short off that if you wanted to. Something like this. But I'm going to wait for... I'm going to just see if it presents me a long. I'll take it. If not, I'll give this like a couple more minutes. I'm not really too eager to enter any trade, to be honest. Oh, New York AM high Friday. Did you already take the short, Jonathan? Yeah, but I mean, if you followed your model, you don't even need to ask me, brother. If you don't have a cleared model, then that's probably something you want to work on. Price action has been so clear. It wasn't bad, yeah. Insane, definitely insane, but not too bad. Yeah, man, it's a great trade, bro. Whether it lost or didn't, don't even have to second guess it. It's a good trade. Could have managed better though. That's okay. Yeah, that's amazing. Management's very important, so you can definitely make a note of that. We didn't touch the 5 minutes, so I'm a little bit skeptical. Oh, ES touched the 5 minute. We have an SMT there. Yeah, I mean, you could. I'm probably going to let this one go because it's not even... Like, you could make an argument for a long here, but it would look something like this. We'll just tape read it. We'll just have to tape read it. Let's do 1 micro. Could risk 1 micro. Do I want to risk 1 micro? Not really. I would have preferred it had we touched the 5. Would have preferred it had we touched the 5. Okay. Any tips on dealing with closing positions early while in profit? Just make a system so then you don't have to do the decision. You don't have to make... You can't make a mistake, you know? You can't make a mistake if you already have a system in play. No. I'm too skeptical. I don't think it's worth it, not even on the eval. So I'm probably gonna call it there. We'll just tape read it. I'll just leave it up and we'll just tape read it. It's not like high quality for me. So we'll just leave it. Kind of just want to make breakfast. Maybe go to the pool. But I also kind of want to tape read this. I want to see, you know? Because we never touched the 5, so that's what made me skeptical about the move. Doesn't have to, but we can just tape read. Study. You got a private pool? I live in an apartment or condominium or whatever it's called. Let's see. I'm not in this trade, by the way, guys. We didn't touch the 5. We never touched the 5. No, sir, we did not. Yeah, trade probably would have been. It's a good thing we didn't take it. You live in a condom? Yeah, that's what I said. You got me. I live in a condominium. That's what it's called, no? There's a pool, there's a hot tub. There's a lot of old people in my building, so like I don't want to say it's like free, but it's pretty much like it's pretty empty. It's pretty nice. Maybe it'll chop. Yeah, it looks like it'll probably chop. Looks like it'll chop. Condo, yeah. That's what I said. It's gonna go back up. Maybe. But right now, this was the trade that we would have taken. Yeah, see? It's a good thing we didn't take it, guys. It was never A plus, you know? It was just never A plus. Good thing we didn't take it. Now, you could look for the idea now if you wanted to, but okay, I'm not gonna sit here and just tape read every single potential price run. Overall, our idea on the day was pretty much correct, right? We expected the run on sell side at open, which was right here. And we were looking for longs. And it obviously, I did not expect it to print this much, but we had those levels marked out. Outlooks. So see, I marked out these levels on Sunday. 20 and 30% previous week, which we hit. So that was played out pretty nicely, I would say. Well, that's probably it for me today, boys. Appreciate everyone coming through. Still up on the funded. Still haven't taken a payout on Top Step. I could if I wanted to, but I'm not going to yet. On Alpha, we have to wait the 2-week period. Anything else I want to update you guys? You guys are not in the Discord. We're running a giveaway in the Discord. You might as well join for free. And then if you want to leave after, it doesn't even matter. How can you anticipate? Anticipate it to happen on Friday. And if it doesn't happen on Friday, anticipate it to happen on Monday. So. What would be the ideal days you don't trade? The day before non-farm payroll, FOMC. One sec, I have to post the homework. One sec, guys, I'm posting homework. Cool. Posted. Well, boys, appreciate everyone coming through. What do I think is gonna happen? It's hard to say. Probably fizzle out here. We had a large range already. Daily chart, I hope we're bullish because I'm in positions and genuinely scared for the condition of this market right now. I mean, we touched the monthly, so maybe. We'll see, I guess. Just past the 50K advance on Alpha, I tried to see how much the rule difference between Apex. Oh man, if you use Apex, but if you've ever been even close to a payout on Apex, you're gonna milk Alpha, bro. Just what I recommend to those who are trading Alpha, just don't unless you want to go for a big payout, like just take your payout, bro. Like just get 3 winning days that are consistent and request your payout. You know, just pay yourself. Just pay yourself. Just pay yourself. That's literally it, man. Don't go for an insane buffer. It's like just pay yourself. You know? That's all it is. You don't need to make any amount, bro. You just need to be You just need to be what's it called? You just need to be 40% consistent. So you can just win 3 days. Just make like two. If you make 1 to 3 RR 3 separate days, you can request payout, right? So like that's all, bro. That's all. So just don't go for anything too crazy. Pay yourself. Try to pay yourself bi-weekly. You can only take out payouts every 2 weeks. So just take advantage of that. Take a payout every 2 weeks. Yeah. This is a good time to buy Nvidia. No, I'm not gonna buy yet because I still think we can make a lower low potentially on NASDAQ. So I'm just a little bit skeptical. They don't have alerts. I can't even set an alert. Can't even set an alert. I don't know what to do. Literally can't set an alert. Does it make sense to buy here? $4 difference would be a lower low. How much lower can it go? Maybe I'll just buy a small amount. Is this the FOMO purchase? No, I'm gonna wait. I should wait. I should wait and save more capital so I can dollar cost average at a better price. Maybe AMD we can buy 5 more. It's my AMD fill. Yeah, I'll buy more AMD. I'm gonna buy more Nvidia too, fuck it. And then we'll just the next one we'll have to wait. We'll be really patient on the next one. In the odd chances there is a Monday low of week here, I think it's worth it. I do think it's worth it. Cool. Anyways, appreciate everyone coming through. I'm gonna head out. I know I said that like 15 times now. I will see you guys live tomorrow, exact same time. Isn't Rule 5 trading about to enjoy? Oh, that's for advanced. That's for advanced. So yeah, you got the advanced. So that's so you can get weekly payouts. You can get weekly payouts instead of bi-weekly. And then your advantage is you get 90% split off the rip. I don't think you have a consistency rule either. So advanced is better, yeah. Obviously it's more expensive, but it's better. So yeah, you're correct. That is what the rule is. So it's basically the same as Top Step. You just get better. You just get better like parameters in terms of payout and what's it called? The like max payout cap and stuff. You were right, Noah. You were right. Yes. You have to get 5. You have to get 5 winning days. Yeah, that's the payout rule. So no consistency. It's pretty similar to Top Step now that I think about it. The only difference is you can request more, you can take more money, and you don't need a buffer. That's the most important part, right? So are you on a 50K? Yeah, that's the thing. So that's what I'm trying to say. So you can get away with risking less because you don't need a buffer to request payout. So what you can do, Noah, for example, say you want to risk $100 per trade. Even that's probably like, I don't want to say too much, but like obviously it's not too much, but you want to risk $100 per trade, risk 100 to make 200, right? If you have 5 winning days, you can get like, what I'm trying to say is you can try to request, let's say, a $500 payout as soon as possible. Like as soon as you're eligible, just take $500 out. You'll have $1,500 left in the account to work with. you can work with that. You know, you can work with 1,500. It's a pretty good amount, especially if you're risking 100 per trade. You know, I'm just saying you don't have to with alpha. You don't have to risk to try to get a buffer quickly and stuff. You can take advantage of the fact that when you request payout, your max loss won't get set to 0. So take advantage of that fact. Is advanced alpha better than top step funded? I think standard and advanced are better. I think the standard alpha is better than the top step account personally. You do need 5 winning days, so standard low-key better. It all depends if you like. It's okay. It's 5 winning days, but on the standard, you need 2 weeks, so you have to just kind of trade that off. Another thing to consider is there's no consistency rule, which to most people that doesn't matter unless you're like super like full sending it. So for me, the standard makes more sense. The reason I also like the standard is because now that I know I have 2 weeks to request payout, my goal is to request payout every 2 weeks, right? I can just be a little bit more lenient with, what's it called? Like, more lenient with my trading. Like, I can just wait for better setups, take smaller trades, 1 to 2R, and request payout every 2 weeks, you know? All I need is 3 winning days in that 2 week span, and I can request a small payout. Obviously, you have to build up to that 90%, so on the advance, you get 90% right off the rip. So pros and cons. Obviously, the advanced is better, but depends how much you want to spend. Like if you did the exact same thing on the advanced and the standard, you'd have more money from the advanced. You know, your return on investment will be higher. But to be honest, standard's fine. Standard's totally fine. I know so many people getting payouts with alpha just because it's easier, you know, and they still use the other firms, but it's just harder. The other firms are just a little bit harder. Exactly. 5 winning days will take you 2 weeks. Yeah, exactly. Probably will. Maybe even more. Really depends. You kind of just have to know your rules and work around them, right? If you need 5 winning days, right? Don't look for just A++ setups and risk full amounts. It's okay to take, you know, an A- setup and risk like 1 micro on it, or like a two micros, you know? I bought an alpha account just because I'm gonna trade my top step. I mean, that's a good reason. I did the opposite. I actually bought a top step eval because I didn't want to trade my alpha funded. That's funny. But yeah, that's a good reason, bro. To be honest. To be honest. All right, I'm gonna head out, boys. I appreciate everyone coming through. I will see you guys live tomorrow at the exact same time, every single day this week. Wednesday, might not trade morning session and might trade afternoon session, but we'll see because it's FOMC minutes. It's not as big of an influence, but Dakota's saying bye for probably like the 10th time. 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Bye, Dakota. See you. Stay safe, brother. Stay safe, my man. Join the giveaway in the Discord. Peace. See you guys tomorrow. Appreciate everyone coming through.